Can you beat Minecraft following OSHA's regulations? Oh, and I'm tempting this with a zero-death policy. OSHA was formed in the 1970s America to make sure workplace safety laws were followed. So how the fuck does this translate to Minecraft? Today, we follow way too many safety protocols, structure beams, guardrails, hard hats, and way too many more. There are 4 total challenges ahead of us, and each of them gets more difficult than the last. So how do I chop down a tree? No, seriously. As OSHA isn't just gonna let me destroy a tree with my bare hands. So on the checklist of stuff we need to get, there's an axe, protective clothing, and something else I'll mention later. But you must be thinking, what even is protective clothing? Well, even if you have an axe, you can't just be swinging around. You need to have protective clothing in case you hit yourself.
Kill me!
So in the case for Minecraft, that would be leather armor. And this is not an easy task. You know why? Following the same logic of safety first, I cannot kill animals without a ranged weapon like a bow, making the process of getting leather armor 10 times harder. But you know what isn't difficult at all? Leaving a like down below. But seriously, how do I plan on making the armor if I need a bow just to hunt animals? Oh, look at that. A village. Now when it comes to my luck, it isn't really that good. So to my own shock when I was walking away with nearly all of my leather armor and all their winter food supply. What about the leather pants? I mean, I'm sure it won't take that long to find them. I am severely under-equipped. It's been 2 days and I've yet to find my damn leather pants. I've visited 3 villages and I've gotten nothing. Well, other than a golden axe, a shitload of food, some emeralds, a mending book. What? Listen, I couldn't help myself, okay? I'm a recovering mendaholic, but even with all of this, I still can't build anything, nor craft. So when night comes, I'm left on my own. But I did get some ender pearls from Enderman at least, even if my axe was already begging for death.
Don't leave me here! My house! My God! Help me!
So with the luck I've been having, when I found another village, I didn't necessarily have the highest of hopes. Oh, a blacksmith as well. Oh right, shit, please have iron, please. Ooh! Oh, I kinda wish I didn't. And they had a villager that was selling leather pants. Oh yeah! So after selling most of my collected wheat so far to get some emeralds, so I could finally cross out leather armor. You know that thing I told you I'm gonna mention later? Well, other than the axe, we need a hard hat, which is basically an iron helmet. And if that isn't bad enough, any axe won't do. What we need is an iron axe. Because we're not in the Stone Age, we're in the modern day with standards. Safety standards that OSHA will make you follow. And how much iron do we have? 5? How much do we need? 8? Shit. Add the fact I need to find a crafting table as I cannot make one, and now I'm reconsidering making this entire video. But no time to cry. I get a horse with the saddle I found, and I'm off to find the iron and a crafting table. Surely, it cannot be that difficult. But you must be thinking, wait a minute, why didn't you just kill the iron golem for the iron? Well, OSHA says you need a safety harness when you're above 1.8 meters, and I couldn't be bothered of thinking how I'd add a safety harness to vanilla Minecraft. But hey, if you have an idea for this, feel free to comment it down below. So as I wondering how the fuck am I get the wood and the iron for my tools, let me explain the rules a bit better. OSHA is an organization about minimizing risks in the workplace. Yes, in the workplace. So no, I won't be placing railings on every single mountaintop I see just because it makes it more safe. But if let's say there's a mine shaft that I'm digging out that has a drop larger than 2 meters, then I must add some railings, as mining is an actual job. So when I'm doing job stuff equals safety rules. When I'm fucking around equals I can do whatever the fuck I want. So, how am I going to get that iron? Oh, I was so ready to walk like 12. Of course, seeing this, my hopes were for some iron. Please, some iron. And did I get my iron? Fuck. But hey, at least I got some wood. So when I sneaked out and it became day, I could finally keep walking to find some iron. Because I still need my damn hard hat. But, at least because of that wood, I could start traveling over water. And little did I know, that would be an amazing idea. Because of that choice, I found... Ship. What? Yes, thank you, past me. Ship. God, I'm fucking autistic. Anyhow, I do find a shitload of iron. Remember this site? This will be the most amount of iron we're going to have for a very long time. But I am getting a little ahead of myself here. I find a nice beach and I prepare for the grand moment. I craft my helmet, I put on my working clothes, I clear the area, and I can finally chop down my first tree. But you know how at the very beginning I told you it only gets more difficult? Well, the tree was arguably the easiest one, only taking around 3 hours to get. Yeah man, only 3 hours. What is the next one? Well, mining. The goal? A full set of iron armor, and a shitload of extra iron for something way later. As for mining, there's only a few small things needed. Of course, proper tools like an iron helmet and an iron pickaxe, and support beams. And one little itsy bitsy extra pain in the ass that I will share when it becomes relevant. So I find a nice little spot with another villager outpost nearby. Oh yeah, I'm sure that won't become relevant later. And I get to mining. But while peacefully mining, I got some guests. But if you think that was bad, 5 minutes later, I break my pickaxe. Fuck. And I'm out of iron. Fuck. Now what? Oh yeah! Please have iron, please have iron, please have iron, please have iron. Fuck! Okay, now what? Alright. I've had a thought. What was my thought? They have iron golems downstairs. What if someone let them out, then waited for the pillagers to kill those said iron golems, just for some unknown guy to grab the iron and run the fuck away? And just like that, I have magically gotten 9 iron ingots. Yes! Finally, I could make all the iron pickaxes that I would want. And I still walked away with nothing! Oh, and it didn't help that I needed a shit ton of wood for the support beams. And so I used up even more iron for my iron axes. So once again, I'm left with no iron. But I did at least hunt a few sheep for a bed and made an OSHA approved furnace. Though, now what? Surface mining. Just walk around cliffs and mine the iron. No support beams needed. And somehow like this, I got more iron than in my incredible mine shaft. Kill me. So back to simple mining, right? Wrong. Remember how I told you I'll share one extra thing that I need to do for my mineshaft when it becomes relevant? Well, let's play a little game here. If you can't guess what it is, you have to subscribe. No cheating. Type your answers in the comments, okay? Okay. I have to make airway tunnels for my mineshaft. Yeah, I hate myself too. The process isn't hard, but fucking annoying. Every 100 blocks, I need to make a tunnel to the surface, so fresh air can get in, and you know, I don't, like, die because of the lack of oxygen in my lungs. Fair to say, I was sick and tired of anything to do with mining, so I decided to do something fresh. The food I was mostly using was pumpkin pie, that I bought way back at the start, and I was running low. And you know what? I thought it could be fun to go on a little adventure. Maybe find some structures along the way to a village where I could get some sweet pumpkin pies. So I get a horse and start on this epic adventure. Nothing happened. The most boring trip ever. Yes, I did find a village. None of the farmers sold me pies. I sold off all my wheat supply for some emeralds and a stack of apples. Motherfucker. What? Oh, not again. But guess what? I'm not leaving empty-handed. So I stole a villager. Along the way, I did name him Bob. Because, why not? What? You have a better name? Then leave it down below in the comments. Because I'm not spending any more brain cells on naming this guy. Why? Because getting back, I put him in this little box for safekeeping. I totally won't forget he exists. Finally, getting home after a pain in the ass of a trip was nice. But you know what's even a bigger pain in the ass? Making more fucking air tunnels in my mine! I said fuck it. Fuck the mines and its inability to give me iron. Instead, I have something way better. Trial and tested. Surface mining. And arguably even better, underwater mining. But you must be thinking, wait, don't you need some underwater gear to go underwater mining? And yes, I do. But as Minecraft doesn't have any scuba gear, we'll be using something arguably way better. Do you know what it is? Deep Ocean Oxygen Recycler. Or just Door if you don't have much time. safely returning home, not only I got my full iron armor, but a diamond pickaxe, full enchantment table, and a diamond axe. This is the peak I was missing. Then mining some obsidian to finally create the Nether portal. Yeah, I'm not ready. Did you honestly expect it to be that easy? What would OSHA do in the Nether? Yes, I had the rule if I'm not doing a job, there is no OSHA regulations, but this is the Nether. Yeah, I'm treating the Nether as one large job. So here are the rules. Iron armor, fire resistance potions, and something extra for when we get into the Nether itself. Now, iron armor? Makes sense. But fire resistance? Yeah, never mind. Makes sense. Moving on. Now, some of you might already know where this is going. For a fire resistance potion, you need redstone to make it last longer, magma cream to make it a fire resistance potion, a nether wart to make it an awkward potion, a bottle of water, a brewing stand, and a blaze powder to power it all. I only have 3 of those items, and those items can only be gathered in the Nether. So, to go into the Nether, I need fire resistance, but to get fire resistance, I need to go to the Nether. So what are my options here?
Enchanted golden apple!
Don't fucking interrupt me! An enchanted golden apple gives you fire resistance, so if I find one, eat it, and then rush to make multiple fire resistance potions, it could work. But to get enchanted golden apples, we'll need to find them in structures. The easiest ones for me to find would definitely be ruined portals, but for each chest I find, there's only a 1.5% chance to get one. So I would need to find nearly 70 ruined portals just to have a 65% chance to find one. Right, so that isn't gonna work. So then what? Do you remember the beginning? Do you remember all that iron I told you about that I would need? This is it. Listen up, fellas. Villager raids. They have evokers, who drop totems of undying. Those will act as a substitute for the fire resistance potions. But what about the iron? I am nowhere near powerful enough to fight them on my own. But if I heal the local iron golem, I'm pretty confident we can win. With just the 2 of us, we will take them down. No! Oh, the iron golem was pissed at me. For fuck's sake, that is... Ow. This is it. No iron golem to save me. No last hit to kill the enemy. Even with my totem, it won't change what a speeding Ravager does to my fragile armor. This is it. Do I really need to show you what happens next? I can just stop here and start a new world. If only I just went exploring, looking for my enchanted golden apple. What? You really want to see? Even with death staring at me, you can't think of anything else other than impatiently wait to see how the story ends. How a story ends. How the story ends. How it ends. How my story ends on my terms! The plot armor is fucking crazy. But not all can say that, can they? I left you behind. Or did you leave me? Died, so our story may continue.
Don't understand what's going on here.
Finally, I've gotten to the Nether after... Wait, hold on, I forgot my golden boots. Anyways, finally, I've made it to the Nether after hours of pure pain. Now remember that thing I was going to tell you later? Want to know what it is? Well, since the Nether isn't safe not even one bit, wouldn't make sense if every 500 blocks out, I would need to make a little bunker. The idea being, if I'm in trouble, I can run and hide until it's safe to come out. Now, I have no idea how much I'll need to travel, so I might need to build hundreds. Never mind, it's right here. But there is another issue. I have nearly no arrows. I kind of spent them on my little war. So I'm in iron armor, no arrows, and stuck in hell. So what does a man do other than
Rip and tear until it is done.
Oh shit, we have all 7 blaze rods? Well, that was easy. Safe to say, we profited again, getting home with a good amount of diamonds for some armor. And of course, enough blaze rods to brew some potions. Potions? You must be thinking. But we just left the Nether. No need for fire resistance. Right? You might have already made a guess what I'm planning to make. And if you indeed have, type it in the comments down below, so I could see if you got it right. And if you have, I'll even heart the comment. But first I need to actually get one of the ingredients for it. A phantom membrane. And for that, we need to, wait 3 in-game days. Alright. See you in an hour. Where the fuck are the phantoms? Phantoms! Yes! Please, drop your membranes. Please, I beg of you. Yes! Alright, after waiting way too long for this little thing, we can finally make our potion. I hope you wrote your answers in the comments, because it's the potion of slow falling. And after adding redstone, we have a total of 12 minutes of slow falling. We are now finally ready for the I make my eyes of ender. God, I hope 10 is enough. Oh my god. And I start my adventure. Fuck. No. Fuck off. No. And before you know it, we are here with 6 eyes of ender. Please be enough. Please be enough. Please be. Fuck. It's fine. Don't panic. There is a massive cave right next to me. So what I did for the next hour, I was just running around the cave hunting for endermen, and I would show you more of it, but genuinely, this is the worst thing I've ever experienced in Minecraft. Here's a clip that perfectly encapsulates my entire experience with it, and why I fucking hate it. Holy fucking Jesus, when did this game become a horror game? Please! Fun fact, I had so much free time running around and hunting for endermen to spawn that I actually got nearly a stack of diamonds. Yay! Kill me, please. Finally, getting all my ender pearls, making them into eyes of ender. I was so done with everything. Just one little dragon between me and victory. Have I ever told you I can't water bucket clutch? So, is this it? Is this how it ends? Time to start a new world? Would you want that? To hear the frustration in my voice when I lose? Well, too bad. With OSHA, I cannot die. So with that, the Ender Dragon is dead and buried, and I can finally rest.